Hey, so the following video contains spoilers for Catherine Full Body. If you already know, I'm sure you can guess what I'm talking about already, but I would hate to spoil the story for anyone who has no clue. So yeah, this is your warning. Here's a time when the spoiler is, in case you want to watch the video but you don't want to see what I'm talking about. I've been told if I want to be relevant, I should really start making videos on topics or games that are relevant at the time of posting the video. Catherine Full Body is one of the latest games in the erotic puzzle genre, which is a lot more popular than I originally expected. The original Catherine started being developed in 2008 by a team that handled Persona's development and kinda served as a skeleton for Persona 5. As you can probably guess from the subtitle and a sticky note that says here's this game again in the case, this isn't the first time Catherine's been released. There are actually a few interesting bits of history to Catherine behind the scenes. Like, besides just the fact that Catherine has different cover arts for both consoles, the version Walmart carried had a more cropped cover. Yeah, Mr. Walmart himself told him they couldn't have this much sexy next to Rayman Raving Rabbit, so Catherine character art had to get zoomed in. But before I get into the game itself, here's this cube. It's a great piece for a shelf and comes with a soundtrack, a plush I would die for, and a good enough art book, but this drives me up the damn wall. I get it, the steelbook collapses into a full picture, which is really cool, but it looks so off on my shelf.
So what do you want to play?
How about pink? The Persona 5 Collector's Edition doesn't have this issue, and Atlas usually has great Collector's Editions, which I'm not saying Heart's Desire is bad, I'm just bitter. I mean, come on, in 2008 we got this chungus of a Collector's Edition that came with so much cool stuff like my prom outfit. Now into the actual game, which goes into the category of man, please no one walk in when I'm playing this.
Are you really playing a dating game about anime girls?
Hey, they're not all girls. I went to see Catherine root for her path less traveled, and man, you have to be an absolute awful person in this game. There are times K. Catherine's just worried about you, and as Vincent you have to be just rude. And when it comes to C. Catherine, I have to be a high schooler in 2007. It made me realize why people usually don't go this route. But hey, we're going over Catherine and Knuckles, so let's talk about what's new. Besides gameplay tweaks, this person's here, and I can't help but see the creases of Rin being added. See, the story will be going as normal, but Rin will lock on. Everything will feel just slightly different. The gameplay will still be the same, voice acting will still be the same, visuals will still be the same, but you just know it's different. Still better than how Golden did it. But hey, this is a sexually themed puzzle game, let's make this less sexual and just talk about the puzzles. Ascending to the top is always really satisfying, slowly figuring out how to get up, resenting Atlas for including ice blocks, God I hate you, or bringing everything down to progress. You really have to think outside the box to get up some levels. I also love the bonus modes or side games like Rapunzel or the fact that there's multiplayer. And you know, sometimes I just kinda sit down and think about the fact that Catherine was in Evo. Okay, practice adultery, I'm ready for the stage. Just watching the final four, it made me realize, maybe the puzzles aren't hard. Maybe I'm just an idiot. It is interesting though, because Catherine's the very first Persona advertisement to become an event. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. I feel like one of these is much more of a nod than the others. Also, it's kinda, as the kids say, lame. Joker's in the art book, was ready day one, and then sold his DLC. I mean, yeah, I bought it, but that's not the point. But there are more than just normal puzzle stages, there are also boss stages because fuck me, am I right?
It's the killer. Do not die.
Honestly, solid advice. Yeah, whoever designed these needs both a promotion and a smack in the face. If I had a nightmare where I had to move cubes to escape something, yeah, I could see this is what's chasing me. But one of the things I respect the most from this game is how well it's written. You can really tell all these characters have a past and they get along so well. And then there's the protagonist himself, Vincent, whose issues of being forced to settle down aren't sympathetic, but understandable because the way he goes about things, he's kind of a... This doesn't make the game worse though. I love human characters, and having a character that comes off as so selfish, it makes the story feel realistic. And the fact that none of his friends try to force him on the right path also makes it feel a lot more real. The only hard part to believe is I refuse to think anyone can actually enjoy wearing a fedora. Catherine is a game I didn't expect to enjoy nearly as much as I did. I'm always an action kind of guy. But the story was so engrossing I couldn't help but want to know what happened next. Then the ice level happened and I remembered, hey, maybe I don't care that much. That being said, I have a call to Evo to make. What do you mean competitive Catherine isn't about adultery? I filed my taxes for once this year. I'm a complete adult.
Sir, that isn't what adultery means. Wait, are you telling me you don't file your taxes?
I gotta go. Well, looks like I'm not gonna be a pro. Anyone know how to find out if the IRS watches videos about Catherine?